there, Leo. Welcome to this channel of mine, Occult Guidance with Sabrina, and any placements in loving, lion-hearted Leo, whether you're Leo's sun, moon, rising, Venus, or North Node energies. Once again, a warm welcome to this reading. We're going to be doing an energy check-in for your current situation, what you can expect in the next couple of days and weeks to manifest in your beautiful life. What are the incoming opportunities? What are the money miracles, windfalls of wealth, career opportunities, career and job related blessings? Also, love. Who are you manifesting in love? Who is walking into your life? What are the opportunities manifesting in every area? Connect your energies to this deck and let us pray to the angels. Dear angels, dear spirit guides, dear universe, what are the incoming blessings for Leo at this point in time? What are the blessings of wealth, the blessings in Leo's love and, love situation, relationship situation? Let us know through the cards. What is this career opportunity that Leo has been trying to manifest? When will it manifest in Leo's life? Career, job related breakthroughs and opportunities. Speak to us through the cards. Who is this high value love interest Leo has manifested? What are the signs associated with them? What do they look like? Which culture are they from? What are the circumstances or situations in which Leo will meet this beautiful person? Let us know. What are the health blessings, healing, hope, health, travel, spirituality? What are the blessings coming in every area? And keep in mind, Leo, that this is of course a general reading, so a lot of the messages are going to be resonating with your situation. And then again, a lot of the messages are going to resonate with the life and love situation of one of the many other Leos. So take what applies to yourself, leave the rest for others. If you feel you need a more personal, accurate message from Spirit, I'm available for the same in a private reading. My email ID is occultguidancewithsabrina@gmail.com. It's mentioned in the description of this reading. It's also there in the bio, the introduction section. Along with it is my mobile number. Those of you who use WhatsApp, drop me a text on WhatsApp. Those of you who prefer to send an email, send me an email. Both ways work just as fine to schedule a reading with me. If you feel being guided by the angels to reach out to me to give you clarity on a specific situation. The overall energy for Leo, overall energy of this read, of the spread. Let's see. Oh, we got the balance card. Wow. And the Nine of Swords. We're going to talk about this now. Nine of Swords. Now, Leo, you or someone in your life, first right off the bat, you could be born on the 9th, the 18th, or the 27th of any month. All these dates add up to a 9, or you're a life path 9, that is your date of birth adds up to a 9. Or you keep seeing 999, master angel number. And also, as a confirmation, we are in a number 9 year, 2025, 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5 adds up to a 9. So we are in a number 9 year as well. And number 9 is all about endings and beautiful new beginnings. As I do this reading, my readings are timeless, but we've come to about the end of a month. We're about the end of April. The message is that by mid-year, that is by June, July, I see many of you walking out of a phase in your life and entering a brand new phase. And this is confirmed by the 8 of Cups. The first 6 to 8 months of the year of 2025, you could have been living in a home that you didn't want to live in. This home, it could have toxic relatives, and you could be in a toxic living situation, which is not good for your mental health. For some of you, you're in a home that it is very old, and there's no shame on old homes. It's just that this home has a lot of issues, a lot of plumbing issues, a lot of electrical issues. The neighbors are not good. You don't feel safe around them. I see you leaving a home. Definitely, some Leos are leaving a home. See, the need to move on. And you've been stressing about this. You're wondering, when is this change going to happen? When am I going to finally be where I want to be? Some of you are also having career instability. So you could be working in a contractual job, or you're between jobs, unable to get a stable employment. I see it happening from the second half of the year. Definitely by July, August, I see a stable employment. Now, I'm not saying you're not employed. I'm saying you don't have a stable employment. So you could be having certain issues in your workplace with the colleagues. You don't see yourself working there because the environment is a little uncomfortable. People are trying to bully you. So it's causing you a little anxiety, but I definitely see you winning long term. See, patience, the card of the card of balance and traditional Rider-Waite tarot is actually the Temperance card, which is all about patience, waiting. See, self-control, patience and balance. See, self-control, patience and balance. You have exhibited this higher order behavior, self-control, patiently waiting for your opportunity and balancing your emotions, Why do people get into fights? Why do people make rash decisions that they regret later on when they're unable to balance their emotions? And you have been perfectly balancing your emotions, even though you may not feel that way, Leo. You've been doing it. And let me tell you, the reward for your patience is coming true. It's going to come true. Especially in terms of career, and those of you who want to shift a home. Many of you have also with the Hierophant card. With the Hierophant card, you've been patiently waiting for some kind of response. It could be from the government, it could be from a university, it could be from a hospital, it could be from an insurance company or some kind of government certifying organization. You're waiting for a response from them or from a bank. In the month of May, it's going to be in your favor. Because can you see this? The sign of Taurus. The wise counselor in this deck is the Hierophant of the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. And the Hierophant is all about people in positions of power and, organizations and authorities. So like the government, the banks, the insurance companies, they're going to be in your favor. They're going to be in your favor. So I'm telling you, some of you have been patiently, either you're applying for immigration, you're applying for a visa, you're applying for a residency, you're applying for a scholarship, you or your child, a sponsorship for your company, a grant or funding for your company, a bank loan you've been wanting to pay for a down payment on your home. The month of May, if you've been applying and it's been not approved till this point in time, but you've been waiting. Some of you have been applying since the time of November. Since November, you've been applying for a visa or a certificate or some kind of government approval to run your business. So to run a business, you also need a government's approval. And somehow, your business has been stuck in paperwork. Yeah, your business has been stuck in paperwork. Or there you've had an issue in your workplace and you've tried to bring that issue. You were bullied. People were not accepting you because you were different. Because the Temperance card also, the word balance also means accepting people from different backgrounds. And you were not being accepted because of your background. Can you see the Rainbow card? The people in your workplace couldn't accept you because you were of a different culture, a different nationality, you spoke a different language, and they didn't like that. But you are extraordinary. They don't want extraordinary people. They just want someone like them. And what happens is when everyone is the same, the organization never grows because there's no diversity of thought. Everyone brings the same thought process. They don't like you because you're stirring that up. You have a different perspective. That's why they don't like you. They want you to play small like them. Now, what I'm saying is that this situation where they've been trying to bully you, if you've taken it to the leadership of the organization, these people are going to be put back in their place. They're going to be cut down to size. The people who've been trying to bully you, trying to put you in a box, the leadership of the organization will side up with you. You will have your justice, okay? Because the wise counselor talks about the leadership, the head. Also, any work with the government, if you've been looking for approval from the government to run your business or to practice your skills, you need a certificate to practice your skills as a nurse, a caregiver, to work as a physician's assistant, whatever it is you're doing. Okay, or even some of you, I'm hearing clearly, some of you, I'm just seeing from the energies what I feel is some of you are with the earth energy, you could be into real estate, you could be into construction, you could actually work in construction, or you work in real estate, or you work in housing. Your project has been tied up in some kind of litigation. You need an approval. You'll get it. You'll get it. Whether it's caregiving, nursing, real estate, or you're a bookkeeper. There's some work of yours that's tied up and you're unable to practice your skills because you need an approval from the government. You're going to get that approval. Okay. I also see if you're hoping for social security, you're hoping for some kind of insurance payout, social security, disability, and you're waiting patiently, it's going to come true in the month of May. The month of May. For all that I said, the month of May. Even though there's been disappointments before, 3 of Swords, you've been disappointed. The month of May, it's coming true. Especially if your name starts with an S. Can you see the initial of S? So Selena or Sabrina like myself. Susie, Sam. Lovely. Now, I also see a new job being offered to those of you who want it. Again, Page of Wands. Your name could be starting with the initial P, Patricia, Patrick, Penny, Paul. Even if it doesn't. Page of Wands talks about a new, exciting opportunity. something that's creative, something that gives you a creative outlook and pays you as well. So this is something that you're passionate about, and somehow you get a job in that as well. Some of you could be good cooks, or you work in the kitchen. You're very creative when it comes to making food. You could be into graphic design. You could be into art. You could be... There's something that you're passionate about, and you want a job opportunity in that. I see you getting that. Those of you, again, 8 of Pentacles, you could be born on the 8th, 17th, or 26th of any month. They all add up to an 8. Or you're a life path 8, that is your date of birth, adds up to an 8. Or you keep seeing 888, which is a master angel number. It talks about abundance through your hard work. Abundance and wealth created through your hard work. See, she's working. She's sculpting these little designs, these little plates. Some of you work with your hands. So you could be a carpenter. You could have a trade in hand. You could literally be creating works of art through your hands. You create works of art. So you could be creating murals. You could be a painter. You could be an artist of sorts. Okay. Now you're learning all you can about a subject to a career. You could also be in banking, because Pentacles talks about money. So you could be in banking. You could be in insurance, and any profession where you use your hands a lot. So there's a lot of physical activity in it. Now, some of you are learning all you can about a subject or a career. You're going back to school, taking a seminar, finding a mentor. You have great attention to detail, and you're going to get very skilled, and you love this work. So some of you are reskilling yourself. So you could be, say, from profession A, where maybe you are working in accounts or finance, and you want to do something new. Maybe you want to become a lawyer, you want to go into real estate. So you're learning all you can. Some of you going back to university, reskilling yourself, going for seminars, finding a mentor, reading all you can about this new job or this new business or industry that you want to venture into. But those of you who've been applying for jobs, very good energies. I see even if you have not clicked it in the past, it's going to happen now. Now, your initial, if you have the initial G or P, again, double confirmation. So I already said about P. So G, you could be Gina, Ginny, George, Georgia, or you are from Georgia. Lovely energies. This hard work that you're putting in, you're going to study for this job. Some of you have an exam coming up. You're going to get the certificate or the licensing. And I definitely see you being released from a situation. See, we have the card of release. And then we have the 8 of Cups. And we have the ego. See this angel. He's cutting the chains free of this woman. Some of you were in a relationship with a narcissist. Their ego was very high. Some of you were in a relationship with a narcissist, or you live with a narcissistic family. Yes, I'm sorry, I'm saying it. Your family people could be difficult to live with. Your parents, your sisters and brothers, they could be they could be battling their own inner demons. Now, this doesn't apply to everyone. Okay? Now, I see that the angel, the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, see, he's showing up. He's breaking free the chains that tied up this lady. Some of you could be women in toxic, abusive situations. You're going to be released. You're going to be released. Also, the people you are dealing with, they could be demonically possessed. Yeah, they could be demonically possessed because they were very nice at a certain point in time, and suddenly you notice a change in their behavior. It's because they've lowered their vibrations to such an extent that demonic forces find it easy to reside in them. Because when your vibration is high, when you're gentle, when you're kind, when you want to help people, the demonic forces run away from you because you're vibrating too high. But this person has lowered their vibrations by drugs, alcohol, and also I'm hearing clearly, don't get me amiss, but I need to speak as an oracle. This person used to have like a kind of a sex addiction. Yes, pornography addiction, sex addiction. They used to go to very, very dirty places, and you understand what I'm trying to say. So, and you're being released from this energy. You're being released from this energy. Also, some of the Leos, you could have had some kind of an unhealthy eating habit. So eating too much of junk food, smoking too much, or not exercising enough, too much of caffeine. I see spirit releasing you from this situation. Now, release. See, endings that lead to new beginnings. The need to release situations or people that hold you back. Spiritual transformation. Can you see it? Endings that lead to new beginnings, the need to release situations or people that hold you back, spiritual transformation for a lot of you. Eight of Cups, there's an actual transformation. Again, we have the initials JE, so you could be Jeremiah, Jessica, Jesse, Jenny, or any name with J also, Jake. Lovely. I'm also hearing Blake somehow, so there could be a Blake here. Now again, the number 8. For many of you, you're leaving home. You really want to leave this home. I get that. Can you see him walking through the door? You really want to leave this home, and I see you doing it. Some of you are going on a spiritual quest. I see a change in your priorities. Many of you have been waiting for the money to leave a situation. You're literally waiting for the money to leave a situation. And I see you getting the money. It may not be millions of dollars, but it is enough to get you out of this situation. As I said, it may not be millions of dollars, this was here, but it's enough to get you out of this toxic situation. So some of you are getting a job. You've been looking for a job. You've been looking for financial stability so you can move away from this toxic situation. I see it happening. I see it happening. I see you getting a job, and it's going to be a stable job or a stable way of earning income. And you know, Leo, yours is a story of slow and steady wins the race. So you're not going to become a millionaire overnight, but over a period of time, I see your finances just increasing and blossoming. And down the line, you're definitely going to be a very wealthy person, because we have the Knight of Pentacles energy. Knight of Pentacles is slow and steady wins the race. Plan your finances. I see a job coming in. Plan your finances well. Get a budget in place and you're good to go. I see you getting the money to move out from the situation for sure. Now we're done with tarot. Let's get some oracle messages. I'm using the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. Beautiful angels and powerful ancestors. What are the oracle messages for Leo at this point in time? Wow, that's a lot. And let's take a message from the Birds Wisdom Oracle deck. And you know that your girl Sabrina definitely has a connect with birds. These two messages just popped out, so let's take them. We have the Swallow, who talks about spiritual guidance. Before I go ahead, can you see how bright and beautiful and brilliant this card is? Some of you could have seen a swallow in the recent past, the last couple of days and weeks. It looks like this. Happiness is imminent. Happiness is imminent. Also, seeing this bird reminds me of freedom. See, this bird is just sitting down, but this bird is free. You're finally going to be free. Yeah, see, I said you're going to be released. You're going to be released from a situation that you didn't want. You didn't want. It could be a marriage gone wrong. It could be a living situation. It could be a toxic environment. I say you're being released. And we have over here the pied wagtail. I can't say I've ever seen this bird, because where I am from, I think this bird does not exist in my place. It could be wherever you live. So this person who's attracted to this reading, you could be from a city which is the natural habitat of this bird, the pied wagtail. Let me know in the comments. A source of joy de vivre. I could have pronounced that wrong. I'm not a native English speaker. You may want to educate me. Bring me up to speed in the comment section. Reveals itself to you. Draw from it with ease. So there's going to be a reason that makes you really happy. So for some of you, it's a job, a new job. For some of you, it's a promotion. For some of you, it's getting this approval that you've been hoping to get. Now, let's get this last message. Wise one. There could be an older, more mature woman in your life who has words of wisdom for you. Pay heed to it. She could be your grandmother. She could be your mother. She could be your boss. She could be your old neighbor or your friend. Just pay heed to her advice. Pay heed to her advice. She's going to give you advice that holds you in good. That's going to keep you safe. That's going to ensure your future success. Love and light, Leo. It's been wonderful doing this reading for you. Claim the blessings of happiness. Claim the blessings of getting your approval from the government. Claim the blessings of approvals. Claim the blessings of happiness. Claim the blessings of a new job, wealth, and being released from the situation that you've been praying to get, that you've been praying to be released from, that you've been praying to kind of be, I would say, to get relief from. You've been praying to get relief from the situation. It's going to happen. And Leo, if you haven't already, please remember to subscribe to this channel of mine, Occult Guidance with Sabrina. Give this reading a thumbs up or a like if it's resonated with you. And if it's resonated, you may want to reach out to me for a private reading. My email ID is occultguidancewithsabrina@gmail.com. It's mentioned in the description of this reading. Along with it is my mobile number. Those of you who use WhatsApp, drop me a text on WhatsApp on my mobile. Those of you who prefer to reach out to me via email, do so. Both ways work just as fine. And for those Leos who always ask me how to make a contribution to the channel, I cannot respond to all your texts and emails because they are, I'm very grateful for them, but it's just one of me and so many of you. So it takes me time. I'm getting around to having a better system of responding to emails. But for the meanwhile, the links to making a contribution are in the description of this reading. The PayPal link and the Buy Me a Coffee link is there. You can click on it if you feel the need to make a contribution. Love and light. Do take care, Leo.